I'm just sat here and said from the get go, he's not gonna. Bruv, there's no pressure. I'm telling you, bruv. Where else can you not? Where else can we go? Welcome to Fan TV and Chill. As usual, thank you for joining us. First things first, subscribe, Instagram, follow, and we're also on the TikTok. Remember, if you don't agree with what we're saying, always feel free to comment, leave a little emoji.
And we'll try our best to respond. Sometimes no response is responding. Let's make that clear, yeah? Because sometimes shit gets emotional. Let's keep it 100. Sometimes saying nothing says everything. So let's just be clear on that as well. So let's get into it. Manchester United have finally, after searching, it was really only between two managers, have finally located their manager. So, is he the right man? Arnold.
Kelly won.
And when we initially spoke about it, did you go for Poch or did you go for Ten Hag?
Obviously, the stats say, the footage says it. I said Ten Hag.
Okay, yeah.
Back in, when was it?
You said Zidane, but you said Zidane.
Originally, you did say Zidane.
Yeah,
what's the time when you were back in Zidane?
We needed straight away.
Yeah.
But then I said on the episode.
Yeah.
Check the files.
We didn't need Zidane.
And then afterwards, I said Ten Hag.
Yeah.
So. And luckily, obviously, John Mercer must be watching FanTVnChill, isn't it?
Obviously, yeah. Obviously, he must be listening to you. Yeah. So, do you think he's the right man for the job?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he plays a great brand of football, develops young talent. Hopefully, we can get the right players in, and he's got the backing across the rest of the club in terms of scouting, etc., for it to be a success. But as a manager, credentials, he's on the up. We're not taking someone who's been meaty somewhere or is sort of on the down, and now it seems like hopefully that should be good. So
Damien,
I expect some good.
What do you think?
I still have some trepidations about him, to be fair.
What?
I had some trepidations about him. I remember when we first did the original episode, I thought, if I was a Man United supporter, that'd be the one I would want. But I was unsure. It's not solely him. It's more so Man United that I think is mainly the issue. Like, because I don't know, man. You've just gone through some managers and I don't know. Because I think there was some wrangling in the contract issues. He wanted to get full control. Has he gotten that full control?
But yeah, Fabrizio Romano said that he wasn't going to sign the contract unless he got full control on transfers, and he wanted the title of manager, not just head coach, because there's a slight difference in that as well. So. Hopefully that means.
So he's got the title of manager.
Yeah.
And he's got the full control that he wanted.
That's why he signed. That's why he signed.
Was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer head coach or manager?
Head coach.
Oh, head coach.
Were they all head coaches? Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, there's a difference. When you've got a head coach, you don't have technically the say on.
So a manager oversees a lot, from my understanding.
Yeah.
And obviously another reason as to why I've got some trepidations is that this Man United job rebuild. For me, it's going to be a mazza. He has a lot to do, and obviously the pressures of managing Man United right now is mad. I don't know. I just feel like.
Do you not think it's the opposite actually? Because although it's a rebuild, he's had to do that with Ajax. He had a team with Ligt, Frankie de Jong,
I hear that, but
Ziyech. Let me keep going. Donny van der Beek. All these top players that brought him to the final of Europa League, semi-finals of Champions League, beating Real Madrid 4-0. At the Bernabeu, then having to change that all, and then making another Ajax team, which right now went into quarters, etc.
I hear what you're trying to say.
He's got that in the locker, but do you not feel like, as United fans, especially me, our expectations are like right down?
I hear what you're trying to say, but another thing, a rebuild at Ajax is different to a rebuild at United.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Our right now, United's fans' expectations of where we are as a team, we've been given a massive reality check. So it's completely different to where before, if he joined straight after Ollie, it would have been, do you know what, it's Ollie was the problem, the players aren't that good. But now everyone's like, do you know what, we could actually get rid of 10 players and we need to rebuild.
Can I ask a question? Do you think Potter would do the same job that Ten Hag is doing in Ajax right now?
Graham Potter?
I've asked the question.
No.
It wouldn't. You don't think you see Brighton playing a brand of football in the Prem. You don't rate the Dutch league. No, none of us do. If he can do it here, why can't he reproduce?
Do you think Graham Potter gets that Ajax team playing how they do in the biggest?
I think he possibly could, you know, because it's easy. Obviously, you got to remember with Ajax. I know obviously you're saying about the rebuild, but with the way that the club is run, it's easy. Like that's what I was trying to explain to you. It's easier to do a rebuild at Ajax than it would be at United.
But that's why I said
because everything else is in place. All you have to do is deal with what's going on the pitch.
I said this at the start,
which is what Graham Potter could do.
But I said this at the start. Ajax as an institution, every single player from the academy, they produce like the same type of players. Like the Dutch players that come out of there, you have like the gem. Like they've got.
I don't get how you can compare the rebuild between Ajax losing players and what's going on at United.
I'm not saying it's the same.
I don't think United. I don't even know if rebuild is a word. Like you need to get rid of so much, and then like you're changing so much from your club right now. It's a tough job,
and you've got the pressures of. Remember, you man say it's Man United here, so you got the pressures of that, and you got the pressures of Liverpool doing their thing. You got the pressures of Man City doing their thing. You got the pressures of Newcastle doing their thing. You got the pressures of all these teams. And remember, at Ajax, all he has is PSV. Really,
I know they keep saying we're going to be patient with him. I struggle to see how long that patience will last in it. It's like
listen, you
get your first 6 months. He has to come in and hit the ground running.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, but he will.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
You say that.
No. I disagree with that.
I
disagree with that.
So you're saying that he can come in and then
No. I'm not. It's not hit the ground running. It's not going to be hit the ground running, bro. He has to get rid of players and he has to get the team playing a certain way. Rangnick, who's been managing that team for 6 months, he has seen everything that's going on. If you're expecting him to come in and all of a sudden we're top 3 comfortably, it's not going to be like that.
I'm not. Realistically, I'm not. But that's what you heard what I said. My opening line was, you guys think you're going to be patient with him, but the reality of football and the club that you are, I struggle to see you here, like halfway through the season, still.
Yeah, but don't forget, we've also got rid of Woodward. That was another problem in the works.
Yeah,
right.
But you.
So the reality is we've been through a number of managers now. If this manager isn't given, if this Man United, obviously in the last few years it's been a bit different. But obviously we had Fergie for a long time. Moyes wasn't given enough time. Bruv, we have to give him enough time. Are
you comfortable to see United sitting ninth in the league come January or 8th in the league come January?
Bruv, you have to sit here and be realistic. Are you listening?
Comfortable
you're not listening.
with
You're not listening.
You're not
listening.
I'm answering the question. Just give it. It's a yes or no answer.
You're not listening.
I'm not.
Bruv, it's a rebuilding.
I'm not. But the thing is, if that's where our team is, because we don't know what squad we're going to have come August,
You should know, because I don't think you will clear a lot.
We've got a lot of players leaving on freeze.
There you go.
Etc. Maybe we might get 2 sales, and that's it. But we don't know what squad how our squad's going to look. We've obviously got man like Greenwood in Penn or wherever he is right now. He's in the gulag. And you're not sure with that. What's going to happen if Martial?
You might as well forget those kind of.
No, but we don't. Yeah, see what I'm saying. So you don't know really what's happening there. Is Cristiano Ronaldo staying? What we're doing in terms of reinforcements in midfield? Will Wan-Bissaka leave? Is Shaw signing a new contract? It's all of these things that need to for us to know.
And let me go back to your question about 7 and 8. At the moment, we've been shit. But look where we are. If we had just won a few more games, right now we could still be in contention for 4th place.
Exactly. And
so when he comes in next season, if he can sign the right players and implement his playing style, there's no way we should be sitting in them positions.
And I don't think the gap in terms of us as a team overall in the season is that far from 4th place at all.
This is where you're deceived,
because
we're not deceived. We're not deceived because up until Arsenal beat us, we were still in the 4th place race. Up until they've beaten us, we were still there or thereabouts.
And we've been playing crap.
And everyone else has it too. Everyone else has it.
This is where you're deceived.
Well, no, Arsenal lost 3 games.
You've had your best season ever.
You've had a really good season.
You know why this is why you're deceived. Yeah, I expect Arsenal to be better than they are this season, they will do better next year.
You think Arsenal will do better next season?
I expect them to. Because they've had the season to put a team together in it, and then are you not? You don't expect Arsenal?
Yeah, I just love it. I agree with you.
So if Arsenal
you
step
think
up,
Arsenal are going to do better than
if Arsenal step up, that means they're a little bit more consistent. So they will be competing for that top four.
Yes. You think you'll finish higher than 4th next season then?
It's not about that because you got to think. Judging it on this
or you
league,
think in terms of points tally, you'll beat your points tally from this season next season?
we should expect to, because if we expect to be more consistent, we can. Because you've got to remember, it's what Bilal said beforehand, not this episode, but beforehand about. I think he was referring to you when you said about finishing third. We've got to then tap into getting closer to a Chelsea, and that's an improvement. You got to remember, because right now we're not on Chelsea's level. We're on that little Arsenal, Tottenham. That's the that's what it is.
There's a good chance that Spurs will be better as well next season, right?
No, Conte's leaving. He's going to.
He's not leaving though. It's not. I don't. Well, we don't know that. Exactly. Let's just go on the fact. I don't even know. I can't see PSG wanting Conte anyway. Like I don't know, Zidane or something like that. Anyway, that's another conversation.
Carry on what you were saying.
But say if these two teams get better, but then you get United on the other side, yeah. It's already bad enough that like shit players can get away with freestyle football, and they can't even get away with it now. Now you ask shit players to play passing football. Do you think? Like the way Ajax play and that manager, that's the same. Pep struggled with City when he didn't struggle, but the early, his first season he finished like 5th or 4th or whatever. Why? Because he was trying to get. Listen. Let me make my point. He was trying to get players that were not to that standard play a particular brand of football. If Ten Hag, if he comes, as good as it is with like a certain style of football. Can he train those like?
But you're talking as if we're going to be competing for top 3 next season. Even.
I'm not.
We're only competing for 4th. If we're languishing between 4th, 5th, and 6th, that's fine. As long as we hit our Champions League spot, that's how you're talking as if we're going to be up here.
No. I said about the process because
the process is going to have to happen.
Yeah, but if you look at
you have to start somewhere.
We look at the great.
It's all well and good to say it here say that we're going to be patient and give him time.
Yeah, of course.
I've watched football long enough. I know how fans are. I know what expectation does in it, especially if somebody doesn't do well from the get go. I think,
bro, I've just sat here and said from the get go he's not gonna. Bro, there's no pressure. Bro, I'm telling you, there's bro. Where else can you not? Where else can we go? Where else can we go? Where else can we go right now? We've already missed top 4, which is our target. Where else can we go now? So name some technical directors right now. Go. Top world-class technical directors. Go. Name them. Name 5. Name 5.
Exactly.
Name 5.
Let me finish. Let me answer your question.
But
let me answer your question,
bro. Just because you're at that club does not mean you're not a good technical director.
That's not what I've said. That's
bullshit. You can't even name 5 good technical directors.
This is why I said you don't listen to what I'm fucking saying. We did.